Dear students, in our today's class, we are going to discuss about the string functions. As in our previous class, we had discussed about character functions and string functions. Now, what are the types of string functions we will get? That thing we are going to discuss in our today's class. Among those string functions, the first function is strlen function. The meaning of this strlen is string length. Okay, this function returns the length of the string. How many characters are present in a string? That number of length will be given by the strlen function. So strlen function is used to find the length of a string. That is the number of characters, okay, present in the string, excluding the null character. If a string contains a null or the zero character, it will not count that null character. Okay, by excluding null character, the remaining characters will be counted and the complete count of those characters will be given by strlen function. Here syntax is variable, okay, one variable equal to, then function strlen, okay, then under the bracket string. Now take the example. Variable is l, okay, equal to strlen, then I have given in place of string computer. Okay, so for this result it will bring returns 8. 8 means the number of characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, the number 8 will be printed. So this is what we call as strlen function. Like this, strlen function will work. Okay, so it will print the number of characters present. Okay, this the total count of characters will be called as the length of the string. This is the work of strlen function. We will use this function to get the length of the string. Now come strcat function. This means string concatenation. Okay, this function is used to concatenate two strings. If when there are two strings, we want to concatenate those two strings. For that thing we will use strcat. Now we shall see what is meant by the concatenation. Okay, look here. The process of combining two strings to form a single string is called as concatenation. If we are having two strings, then we will use this function, strcat function, to combine those two strings. Okay, that is called as the process of combining these two strings is called as concatenation. Now come see here. The process of combining two strings to form a single string is called as concatenation. Now take the syntax strcat, but we have to take two strings here, string 1 and string 2. Under the bracket, then semicolon. Take an example. Char means it is a data type. Okay, not the character, it is data type, char data type. str1, okay, here null equal to computer and double quotes, then semicolon. Then take one more string char str2. Here null equal to, okay, size under double quotes, then semicolon. Now we have to concatenate. We have to concatenate these two strings. It means combining these two strings. For this thing, we will use strcat, str1, str2. Here str1 and str2. Then if we use strcat, str1 and str2 under the bracket or under parenthesis, then the result will be computer science. It will make it will combine these two strings and it will make it as a single string. So these are the workings of strlen as well as strcat. The next functions are strcpy and strcmp functions. Come we shall see what is the use of strcpy function? See, a string cannot be copied to another string by using assignment statement. The assignment statement is the equal sign. This is called as the assignment operator, and it can also be called as the assignment statement. By using this assignment statement, it is not possible to copy one string to another string. Okay. Then, as if by using assignment statement, if not, it is not possible to copy one string to another string, then we will use strcmp function to copy one string to another string. The function strcpy is used to copy a string into another string. Okay, if assignment operators or assignment statement will not support to copy a string, then we will use the strcpy function. Now we shall see the general syntax. The general syntax strcpy, string 1, string 2, then under the parenthesis, then semicolon. Take an example, char. This is a data type. Okay, not the character. This is a data type, char data type. String 1, here null, taken as computer and double quotes and then semicolon. Then char. String 2, null, it is taken as EBAC under double quotes, then semicolon. Now use the function strcpy. strcpy, str1, str2. See, str1, then str2. Then, after using this function, str1 becomes computer. It means here EBAC is present, so we are copying computer to EBAC. Then EBAC will be erased and computer is printed in place of EBAC. This is the use of strcpy function. Now come strcmp function. strcmp means this is comparison, string comparing, comparison. Okay, see, this function is used to alphabetically compare a string with another string, alphabetically. Okay, this means the letters, the alphabets which are present in the string, present in the two strings, it will compare them whether they are the same alphabets or the other alphabets. Okay, see, this function is case sensitive. Case sensitive means the uppercase means the capital letters are treated as only as the capital letters, and the small letters are treated only as the small letters. That is, it treats the uppercase letters and lowercase letters as different. It will find the difference. Okay, if we write, okay, there, okay, here T is capital. Okay, if we write there, here T is small letter. Okay, and this thing it will find a difference. Here T capital is present, here T small letter is present. So this is the use of the strcmp function. Now come, we shall see the general syntax and the example of strcmp function. Now come to the syntax for strcmp. strcmp function syntax is strcmp string 1, string 2. As I have explained, strcmp means comparing two strings alphabetically, but condition is that it will check the uppercase and lowercase characters and it will treat them as different. That is, capital letters and small letters. It will treat them as separate. strcmp string 1 and string 2. Then example, char str1, we will take it as they. Here T is capital. Okay, char str2, here also there, but T is small. For the first case, strcmp string 2, string 1. Look carefully. First we are taking string 2, then we are taking string 1. Okay, for this thing, it will give a positive value because here there is a capital and it finds a difference. And it finds a difference. So for that thing, it will give a positive value. And then strcmp string 1, string 2. First we have taken string 2, then string 1 here. Now we are taking string 1 and string 2 here. It gives a negative value. It gives 0 because both are same. Okay, now come to strcmpi. Don't get confused here just CMP, here CMPI. Okay, this function is used to alphabetically compare string with another string. Okay, used to compare alphabetically a string with another string. But here, this function is not case sensitive. This function is not case sensitive. That is, it treats the uppercase letters, capital letters, and lowercase letters, small letters as same. It does not find any difference between the uppercase letters or the lowercase letters. So for that thing, strcmpi is used here. strcmp is string 1, string 2, same as that strcmp only, but we are taking I. Take the same example. String 1 is there and string 2 is there. Here capital T is there, here small t is there. Now use the function strcmp str1 str2. Then it will give the result as 0 because there is no difference. There is no difference. It will treat uppercase and lowercase as the same. For this thing, it will give the result as 0. Now we have left with the last topic of this chapter and the last topic of your syllabus for the year 2021. Okay. Now, the last topic is some other functions. Okay, C++ provides some useful functions that are present under the library stdlib.h. Okay, and stdlib.h. What are those functions? Some functions are rand function, yes, rand function, random function, and randomized function. Okay, what is the use of these functions? These functions are used to generate pseudo-random numbers. Okay, pseudo-random numbers. What are these numbers? That is, numbers that are uniformly distributed. The numbers which are uniformly distributed, those numbers can be called as pseudo-random numbers within a given interval. That is, within given time it will generate the pseudo numbers within a given time, and for which there is no particular pattern, and for this there is no particular pattern. Then for this the computer will generate a number by itself using the function randomized. By using randomized function, the computer will generate the numbers in a given interval of time which does not have any particular pattern. And the functions are used to generate the pseudo numbers, random numbers, that is the numbers that are uniformly distributed in a given interval. Okay, this means a particular time is given to distribute some numbers. Okay, a list of numbers is given and particular time is given. That is, you have to distribute numbers, like you have to distribute numbers in this time. Then among those numbers, the numbers can be distributed in the given time. That is called as pseudo-random numbers. Okay, and for the numbers which are not having any particular pattern, okay, for the numbers which are not having particular pattern, for that type of numbers, computer will generate number itself by using the randomized function. So hope you have understood the topic other functions. Here, this completes your chapter functions. That is the last chapter of your syllabus for the academic year 2020 and 2021. Dear students, the work what we have to do, we have done by our side. Now, it's your duty to do your work by your side and to give a best performance for about your studies. Okay, get the best performance in your mark sheets and give the best performance for your college. Okay, hope you will give what we are expecting. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me personally. Thank you.